Hey everybody, it's Jorik. Welcome back to Portugal and Beyond. I hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day. This playlist I am creating is basically just called subscriber questions. Oftentimes when I'm making videos, there'll be comments and I try to be good about replying. I apologize if I missed replying to a question or a comment that you have made. But this one, oftentimes I find myself answering the same question many times over, and so I wanted to be able to put a playlist together that maybe it will help answer some questions for new people to the channel as well as existing people that might ask the question on a different video and they just don't see or read the comment section. So this is one of the questions that has been asked a couple of times, and I thought it would be a kind of a fun one to give you my answer as well as a recommendation. So the question has come up: what is your favorite wine region in Portugal? And then maybe why? So I've answered that a couple of times for some people as far as recommendations go. And for those of you that may be new to Portugal, as you're thinking about maybe moving here or just coming for a vacation or a holiday, the whole country is wine country. So that's really cool. From the far north, so north of Braga, all the way down to the Algarve in the south, and including the Azores and Madeira. The whole place is just wine left and right. I think oftentimes people think of port, and it makes sense because that's one of the most significant exports and well-known things about Portugal is port wine and from the Douro Valley. And I think that's all they think about. But there's some incredible red, white, and rosés, as well as green wine, which is called Vinho Verde, which is something that is unique to Portugal as well. But for me, the best wine region in Portugal, and this is, I think many locals agree as well, is the Alentejo wine region. And as I'm kind of creating a box here on the map, which is not a very good job by me, it is east of Lisbon, and it's sort of runs along the eastern middle to bottom half of the country. And it's a pretty wide region. It's something that it's not like if you're from the U.S., a Napa or Sonoma Valley where there's hundreds of wineries, every mailbox is another winery. That's not the case here. The Alentejo wine region is pretty spread out. If you happen to go to Évora, it's only about an hour outside of Lisbon to get there. That's sort of the gateway into heading north or south or east or west, really getting into the heart of the Alentejo wine region. Fantastic wines, whether it be reds, whites, rosés. They have some, I will say, some very mature grapes there. Some really good history, things that when you come here, most people want the port, or they've heard about Vinho Verde, this green, this very young wine. But the Alentejo region is what I would call more mature, frankly, probably more sophisticated. If you are coming from, let's say, California, parts of France that may feel like you are scholars or you're really well versed in wine. I'm not. I know what I like, I know what I don't like, but I'm not a wine scholar. But the Alentejo region usually ends up being in some of the top categories within Europe in the world for awards. Several of the wineries seem to do a really good job when they're doing annual rewards for wine tastings and what people like. So more and more people are checking out the Alentejo region. And if I could, I'd make a recommendation. The Manzanita family, or the name, they have something called Fita Preta. And Manzanita, the family, they have a winery in Alentejo, which is Fita Preta. And I'll put a link in the description box. They also have a winery in the Douro Valley. They also have a winery on one of the Azores Islands. I think it's Pico, but I'm not positive. But Fita Preta is fantastic. I think everything that they have, their full ensemble of wines are all fantastic. And even though I'm more of a red drinker than I am a white drinker, I am impartial. I am equal opportunity. I love white, just I love red more, or reds more. Their wine, if you can find it someplace, I recommend you try it and leave a comment below and tell me what you think, specifically of Fita Preta. But also with this, if you have come to Portugal or you live in Portugal or you're a local and you're going, George, you're nuts. I think the Tejo region or the Dow region or the Douro region is much better and far superior. Please put it in the comment section. Want to get some comments built up from these subscriber questions of people's experiences and what they like. And if you happen to have a favorite region, list it. If you happen to have a favorite wine or a particular winery or winemaker, put it in the description down there so that we can try. There's so much that I need to learn about wine in Portugal and different regions and what's out there. Please help us out and let fellow subscribers know and people that are checking out the video, where is your favorite place to go and what are some of your favorite wines. So as always, I hope this helps answer a question that has been asked me a couple of times. I hope you find it's valuable. As always, thank you so much for watching and enjoy your travels. Hey, thanks so much for watching the full video. If you get a chance, and if you're interested in reading some crazy workplace stories, please check out my two books, Magna Nabadness Volume 1 and Volume 2, both available on Amazon in ebook or softcover. If you want to make fun of me, there's plenty of stories where you can do that. If you want to make yourself feel better about the job that you're in, it'll make you feel better too. But crazy stuff that happened over 30 years, you won't believe it until you read it. So thank you so much for watching. And if you get a chance, pick up a copy of one of these on Amazon. Thank you so much.